In my opinion, I believe Tobi is one out of these contestants. These, in my opinion, it could be one of these people, or or them, I guess. I don't know. So I have a list right now, and in my opinion, these are contestants who I believe that actually could be Tobi. But I'm only going to select two who I believe that really could be Tobi, and I have facts. So, been debating all day today, and right now I believe it could be Obito. Reason being, I'll tell you later in the video. Obito slash Zestu. No one just with Obito Sharingan. Because you guys remember we learned that Tobi must have Obito Sharingan because his power is very similar to that of Kakashi's. Next is Izina, Madara's brother, the eldest son of Seisa's past, Shizu, Kagami Uchiha, Sasuke's father, and the incomplete form Madara. Now, out of all of these, only selected two who I believe that I really could be Tobi, and that is Obito slash Zestu. Well, three actually. Obito slash Zestu, no one just with Obito Sharingan, and the incomplete form Madara. I have facts of those three. First, we're going to talk about the incomplete form Madara and why I believe it actually could be him. Yeah. Okay. A little sheet. In my opinion, Tobi is just like I want to say an incomplete version of Madara, or it might even be Madara. But most likely, it was made like this version of Madara was actually made from Zestu or Orochimaru, in my opinion. No, what not Orochimaru, but Zestu. Maybe Orochimaru. I don't know. I'm not really thinking, but it's safe to say that Madara gave Nagato his eyes because, you know, even Madara said himself, like, well, not Madara never said himself, but, like, you can just see it clearly, like, he was going to die. I mean, he even said himself, he obtained Rinnegan surely before his death. So, he's either he's getting old or he's, like, you know, he's going to die probably soon in lifetime. So, he's like, before I die, why not, like, just give these motherfucking Rinnegans to Nagato. And Tobi was meant to watch over Pain, aka Nagato, until he can grow up and revive the original Madara. That's how Madara knew Nagato when Madara was new. Madara even said, oh, Nagato, that brat, must have grown up. That must have meant, he must have thought that he was revived by Nagato and not by the Elder Tenza of Kabuto. Yeah, so Tobi instead went on as his own ambition. Now that has me believe that actually might be the Seisa's past, not Seisa's past, but the other son of Seisa's past, because, you know, he wants revenge and whatnot. But it's safe to say that, you know, these are right. I mean, it's like, for one, Tobi got his cells from the Senju at the valley, Final Valley. Two, his Tobi arm is liquid, meaning it shoots out like white goo, Zetsu. When he was fighting with the four, Conan, etc. 3, Tobi refers to Pain's life revival power as reserved for him. Meaning, he wants that heaven, like, life technique, like, the Nagato used, he wants to reserve it for him, not for Madara. Or Madara knows Nagato when he was a child and fired Madara 10 Rinnegan before he died. That's why I learned all these facts from. That's why I believe that Tobi could very well be an incomplete form of Madara, or might as well even be Madara. So that's one. Next is I believe that Tobi very well could be who he says he is. No one. He could very well be a new character that we now know who just came, who in my opinion was like the original villain, the original Orochimaru was the original villain that we seen in the part 1, but even before that. No, I would like to call him the original villain, so he's been in the series forever. But yeah, like, he could very well be a new character that we don't know nothing about, and that's it. But he might have got, now, for this, he might have got his Sharingan from Obito, because if you guys remember, learned that Kakashi said himself that his I guess, Sharingan abilities is similar to that of Tobi's Sharingan abilities. So it's safe to say that Tobi has Obito Sharingan. We just need to know how he got Obito Sharingan. We thought it was crushed, so that's all we need to know. So there might be no one. This might be a new character. Finally, I'm going with this one the most out of all of them. You guys can disagree to agree or agree to disagree. I don't really give a fuck. This is my theory, my final theory, because Tobi might very well be revealed in 598, manga chapter 598, or 599. One of those two, because this month is ending very fast, and it actually has been confirmed that Tobi will be revealed this month. And this month we only have like 2 more weeks, so he's going to either be revealed in manga chapter 598 or 599. So I want to hear him get this video out and shoot it out to you guys. So yeah, my final one, who I really believe that it could be, is Obito Zestu. For one, let's just start off with this. If you guys know, Mangekyou Sharingan, left eye can use Atsumatsu, right eye can use Tsuchiyomi. Maybe, just maybe, the reason being that Tobi eye and Kakashi's eye, Sharingan eyes, are similar, because maybe the left eye of Kakashi can transport objects, but Tobi's right eye can transport yourself, or transport parts of yourself. Like how Kakashi uses Kayumi. He can transport either your whole body or parts of your body, while your right eye can transport yourself or parts of yourself, meaning left and right eye. So you can either transport yourself on the right eye, or you can transport yourself on the left eye. So that means that Tobi's other Sharingan eye was basically useless. He might have got that somewhere else. Like, that's why he didn't really want to. That's why he risked it using the Izanagi. Otherwise, he would have used his right eye instead of using his left eye. That's why I really believe that it could be Obito, mainly because the connection within the eyes. Next is and this is just if the I was just thinking about it. Maybe if one eye turned like say left eye turns Mangekyou Sharingan. If one eye turns Mangekyou Sharingan, maybe the other can't. And what I mean by that, you guys might mean like, what are you talking about? No, that's impossible. No, I mean like if different eyes, like they're not in the same body, and if one eye from a different body turns to Mangekyou Sharingan, maybe the other can't, since they're not in the same body. It's I guess what I'm gonna say, it's iffy. I don't know. It's probably something I was thinking about. Maybe, just maybe, it might be Zena's mind within Obito's body. Maybe, you know. I don't know, man. Maybe. I mean, because there's no way Obito would know the vast story of Madara and the whole Leaf Village and how the Leaf Village started. And neither, well, maybe not Zetsu. I don't know. So it has to be rather Zena or something like that. And if you guys remember, in the beginning of the series, well, not the beginning of the series, but like kind of when Tobi got introduced in Shippuden, like in the beginning, he was really kiddish, like he didn't know himself, like Obito wasn't in the series. He was really, really kiddish, like how he started off, like to be. Otherwise, you know, he would have started off more serious. Another thing. Maybe, just maybe, his right side of his body, if you guys remember, he got crushed. Maybe Tobi replaced that with a white Zetsu. And that's why every time, when numerous amount of times he cut off his arm, you know, it's just bleeding white. It's oozing white. He did it against Conan. He did it against the fourth Hokage. You know, he did it against Denzo's henchmen. You know, Few and Torchu or whatever. I forgot the name. He did it several times. You know, fourth Hokage wrestling down Conan, paper bonds, and Denzo henchman with the nanobuzz when he got affected. Like, he did it several times. That's why it's safe to believe that it might be Obito. Yes, he's a little bit too old, but it definitely will be Zetsu. So, if it's not Obito Zetsu, it's somebody else with Zetsu. Because it can't just be, like, somebody else and not Zetsu. Because, you know, you're bleeding out white stuff. You bleed white. Zetsu much? That's really all I think I got to say in here.